Hello, welcome. I have some very special guests and some cool announcements today. I'd like to welcome my two guests from iFootage. We have Madison Lee. Hello, sir. We have Ian Wind, both from iFootage. Met these guys 2 or 3 years ago at NAB, and I saw this really cool thing moving back and forth called the Nano Slider, and I've been waiting for it. And it's here. Check this out. This guy is sitting here doing its thing right now, back and forth. There's another view of it, and it's freaking awesome. Hello, gentlemen. Hi.
Hi, how are you, Kevin?
How are you?
Good. So tell me whatever you want.
Been in development for a while now. And as you said, you first saw the prototype at NAB. And we originally, it was born or developed from several other sliders that we'd designed and manufactured, which were in the Shark slider range. So it's evolved, basically. And what we wanted to produce was the best mini slider around, the best portable, the lightest, the easiest to use. And we're hoping that's exactly what we've done.
I think you kind of nailed it. What about you, Madison? Is there... Maybe go over a little history or something.
Yeah, we started off with the S1 slider, the first original flywheel design. It was about twice as long in length, and then we developed and we made the Shark Slider Mini. It's very modular, portable sliders, and now it evolved into this Nano Slider. So very portable, and the main thing is how quick it can deploy to actual scenario, that you can use it to film anything within a second.
Absolutely.
Here we are. We got the Nano.
I mean, check this out. Let me show our viewers this really quick. I love this thing. So try doing this with your slider at home, boys and girls. Let me exit this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply come over here. We'll set an A point there. Boop. Come over here. Set a B point here. Boop. We'll say, okay, it comes along, and let's go back to the origin. I can set the origin over here or over here. That's cool. It'll come up and say start, ready to go, and let's loop that guy. I could set the time and everything else, and I could say start, and off it goes. It starts rolling away, doing its thing. Now, what's really cool about this thing, let me exit this. This is my favorite feature. Put it over here, put it over there, set your A-B points, etc. It's really cool. I love this thing. Let's do that. Let's go down here, set it over here. Boink. Let's go over here. This time, let's go from origin from B. Here we go. Boop. So it starts and it says, great. I'm just going to sit there and go back and forth on your A and B points and start. And what's really cool, which really blew me away, let's go home, is you can do time-lapse super simple. You can do stop motion super simple. In fact, I made a video that shows that, and I don't do stop motion in time-lapse. They have cables and cords for Canon and Sony. Like, I literally had a Sony A7S III on here and said, hey, I want to do a time-lapse. Plug the cord in. Cord goes into the carriage down here. I set it all up, how long I want it to go. I started, and it was done. I really like this thing.
Thank you.
It's super simple, man. The little bag and everything. I love it.
I think one of the other strengths with it, Kevin, is I hope, is that through listening to our customers, to users over a period of time, we've been able to highlight some of the things that really niggled, that really got them about other sliders, or indeed perhaps about our previous sliders, and iron those things out. So the simplicity of use, the fact that it has, you can control the slider both on the slider, there's a control panel, and within the app on your smartphone as well. The fact that the type of battery we're using, you can attach it via USB-C port to a power source. The fact you can hot swap the batteries as well. Again, it was just listening to what people were saying, and they literally were saying, oh, can you make a slider where you don't have to stop the slide in order to change the battery. You don't need to do this, you don't need to do that, etc. And we're hoping that we've ticked nearly all of those boxes now. So most people will get the slider and say, yeah, this is exactly what I want, and this is exactly what I wanted to do. And I mean, I can use the slider, and that means it must be easy to use.
It's really easy to use, and I really appreciate. I have this thing about batteries. When I'm out and about, I'm bringing batteries and I'm making sure they're charged and everything else. The first thing that I look for, cameras, my monitors, my lights, like everything. When I'm in these studios here filming, I don't use any batteries because I would have to take and keep track of 20 freaking batteries, and this light goes out and everything else. This thing's really cool in that not only does this battery last a really long time, but you can plug in the included cord, and this will keep running, and it charges the battery. I had this thing running straight for, I think I sent you guys a photo of this. I had this thing running straight for 40 something hours.
40
I just
hours,
gave up. I don't know how long the battery lasts, which is included.
Around 6 to 7 hours.
6 to 7 hours. And that's
the
with
one included,
this battery.
Yeah.
That's with the largest size, isn't it, Madison?
The largest one, yes. The one included, it's around 4 to 5 hours.
We didn't originally go with that battery. We went with another power source, but realized that with that particular type of battery, everyone's got loads of those knocking around in drawers.
Absolutely.
And so when you buy the Nano, you just know you've got 2 or 3 spare.
The other thing is I have one of these little anchor, I think they're called anchor, little blocks like that. You plug that in there and go for it. Shooting.
Go forever.
So, yeah,
absolutely. Well, and this is actually the first slider. It has the pen built into the slider itself. I mean, without taking an extra head with you, it's all in one. All you need to do is very low profile as well. So it kind of lower the center of gravity. So there's like less chance to have a wiggle issues when you slide. So everything's all built in, and you can do the parallax as you just shown earlier. So quick parallax setup. It's really good for interview setup and everything like that.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. And I usually put it on like a couple seconds because I like to see it go back and forth. But I set this thing up, and you can like parallax in an interview. And I'm going to actually set this in my studio where you have that really, really slow, subtle movement, and you target like me or the person you're talking to. It's beautiful. It's just, this thing is, the simplicity of it is really cool. I've used other sliders, and not to ding anybody else, but I've used other motorized sliders, and there's complications, the buttons and the this and that. And the ones I used haven't had the slide tied in with the parallax built in, which is really cool because I could just sit here, mount my camera on here. I could mount my video edit on here. I could basically do whatever the heck I want. Like, I should probably show them this thing. Yes, that's a C-Stars. And yes, they're quick release plates. And yes, you should have them. So this is what the slider looks like, but this pan is built in. So if I started, like if I decided to set a point here, not that you would film way over there, I could set a point here. I'd come down here and set a point here. I could even do weird, wacky stuff if I wanted to, is I could set a point pointing way over this way. And as it bands, as it comes down the slider, it's not only moving, but also the head's moving this way. You could do some cool stuff. Probably tell I'm excited. I love this thing.
Well, absolutely. And if you use it, if you take out the slide action, if you just use it for as a pen head, you can just mount it on a tripod or put it on the desk and just do 360 time lapse, because this thing can do time lapse, or you can use it as a panoramic photos if you want to do it, if you people into that kind of things. So just use it as a pen head. It's all in one. That's
so you don't even have to slide. You could just pan this thing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
The other interesting point is we're looking at it as mounted or positioned on a desktop at the moment. It's got little feet, so it could be put on the ground and leveled out. But that gives you the directional movement. But if you were to mount it on a tripod, you would then get bi-directional movement. So the slider actually slides about 2/3 of the length you can see further still.
Yeah.
So you get a much bigger slide whilst it's mounted on a tripod. You get a bi-directional slide.
What Madison was just talking about, check this out.
Wow, look at that.
I just pressed the double buttons. I rotated the head. I set it on
That's it.
to loop, and it's 360. Actually, it's doing a little more than 360. That's really cool. I don't even know how you would. I can't even think about the math. That's awesome.
So you can slide vertically as well, yeah?
Yeah. If you mount it up right, if you do a vertical shot, you can do like an up tilt, parallax.
The other thing I really like about this, it's quiet. There's not. I've used other motorized sliders, and again, I'm not dinging these other guys, but it's like, I'm like, man, dude. I mean, I'm sitting here with this thing right now. My microphone's right here. Like, here's my hand right here, and here's my microphone. So I'm a foot away. I don't hear anything at all. And normally I wouldn't be filming these things with a mic on top or something like that. I'm sure it'd pick up something. It's really silent. I mean, like really, really silent compared to anything else I've used. Sorry,
Yes.
I'm taking on this thing. And here's what blew me away. The price of this is going to be, go ahead.
Oh,
all right.
Magic.
So the standard version, slider on its own with a USB charging cable. That's $4.99 US.
Wow.
$4.99. Yeah. And the bundle version, you get the slider, you get the battery with it, you get a lovely carry case, and you get 5 shutter cables altogether for $5.99 US.
That's awesome.
And that's a really a bargain.
We mustn't forget also, Mads, that currently with it, there is a free smartphone adapter.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. The slider's designed to take mirrorless cameras and DSLR cameras and smartphones.
Yes. There's an adapter, which in iFootage usage, it's like all metal and stuff and everything, and it'll hold your iPhone like you'd want it to. And then the app, which I'll show in my review thing, the app, you get to put your phone up there and you could set all sorts of stuff, the in and out points, sorts of follow, focusy, cool stuff.
Yeah.
It's wild. So you get the adapter, and the $5.99, it may sound like a lot. It's not really, because the case, you'll see it in my review video. It's this nice padded case. It's about this big. Everything folds up. The shutter cables, for instance, let me switch to this camera so I can show the people. Here's a shutter cable. What I did was, this is a shutter cable for my Sony A7S III. Thank you for labeling these. I have about hundreds of cables. I just simply plugged this into the slider right here into the carriage on my Sony A7S III, plugged it in there, set it to time lapse. I was like, wow, I didn't even need to press anything in the menus or anything, which is cool. The case is awesome. The phone mount is awesome. Again, you can check out the review and see all this stuff. I would definitely go for the case and everything else. Well worth it. Hey, I just thought of something. I heard a rumor that apparently you're doing a giveaway. Right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Yes.
Please tell us.
It's over from the period that you post this, right up to, I think it's early 7th of January 2021. Anyone who buys the slider, either the sliders, via our shop, our online website, will get 10% off their slider. Wow. Plus they'll be entered with the code that you're going to provide, Kevin, to them. They'll be entered into the giveaway, and they will have an opportunity to be selected and have their slider paid for retrospectively by iFootage. So basically, we'll give away one slider to somebody who's purchased it via our shop.
Sweet. So I'm going to give our viewers a link that they can go, and they're going to get 10% off. So if I buy basically $499, so if I buy $500, I immediately get $50 off. So it's going to be something like some math thing. like $449,
almost 60, yes.
$449 or $450 or something.
Yeah.
And then when they buy it directly from your site, you're going to pick around January 7th, you're going to pick all those people who bought it and say, we're giving you your money back.
Yeah, we'll pick one person from everyone who used the giveaway code, which you're going to give away later on. And then that person will have the cost of their slider refunded.
Wow. That's awesome. So you get 10% and you get entered in the giveaway. Wow.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So good luck, guys. Good luck.
That's freaking awesome. Also, I should let our viewers know, let me switch to the screen over here. This is the iFootage site. You notice the Nano Slider. While we're talking right now, this thing hasn't been released. This is the old version. New version is awesome. When you go here, this is really cool. I like this. Look, I got rewards. You go in, you grab a special link. Once you log in and stuff, you can grab a link. And when you share these things, you get points. So, like, for instance, I went down here. I was surprised to go, hey, I get a $20 coupon because I got points. Shows me ways to earn. I can earn points on Facebook and Instagram. I need to do that too. Celebrate a birthday. Look at this. This is cool. So what I can do is go down here to redeem. It's telling me, hey, $20 off coupon. And my next level, which I'm really 50 away, I get a $50 coupon. That's a cool thing you need to watch when you go to the site. So you're getting even more stuff. The other thing you should check out is they also have, I'll include a link below this video, they have a Facebook user group. You know, user group. You go in, you say, hey, I want to join. They say, yeah, we can join. And they just put this up. They're starting to post stuff. Here's some Cobra 2 mini pod, which I love, by the way. You guys are rock.
Yeah.
I love your products. People watch these, like my monopod, they watch them. They're like, oh, they must be paying you or you're just like an iFootage fanboy. I am an iFootage fanboy because all my crap is built really well and it keeps working. That monopod I got 3 years ago, it keeps working. So yes, I am an iFootage fanboy.
I don't know how long, months, days, or weeks. So there are a bunch of accessories that actually works with the Nano. So one of the accessory I can actually mention right now is, so if you mount the sliders upright, if you want to mount a camera like here, so we'll actually have a foldable L plate, L bracket. So it opens up and then you put a camera on it. So you can do up, down, slide motion, and then you can do the tilt with your mirrorless camera or DSLR. Yeah. And also you can mount it with the phone mount as well. So but there are more accessory coming out. So stay tuned, guys, and sign up to our Facebook groups.
Absolutely. That's cool. I'm going to get my hands on that because that's really cool because I want to do the up and down thing. And then do you also have like some sort of adapter that will shoot out coffee for me or?
Yeah, sure.
We're working on that, Kevin.
Again, I keep going on about this. Everything about it's the same iFootage. Everything's smooth. Everything's great. Everything's knurled. Everything's metal. The screen is beautiful and readable. The stuff just keeps working. I mean, kudos to you. I've done the other manufacturers' products and tripods and stuff like that. That's why I love you guys, because the stuff just keeps freaking working. So just well done.
Thank you.
The design is actually the reason for the delay, because we actually put in a lot of efforts into upgrading the sliders up to this like point because we actually upgraded the chipset, the motors, and everything pretty much. The coils here to make everything more robust. And then the chipset actually make the whole interface a lot faster. So you don't get any sluggish user interface experience. So everything is already upgraded. So what you guys getting after the 20th of November is the top-notch quality.
We're all filmmakers, and we know when something works. We enjoy stuff when it works really well, and we can rely upon it. And we've been really enjoying recently using the Nano, as we do much of the other iFootage kit as well. And Madison's got, I remember we went through some of our stock recently. We got tripods from the iFootage tripods going back 3 years. And monopods, and they still look brand new. They're still working really well. I remember a guy coming on the stand at NAB a couple of years ago, and he was from a rental house, and we were talking. I said, "Well, how's it going?" So I would have some of your S1 sliders, but there's no point because the ones that you sold me from the rental house 4 years ago is still going, and it still looked like brand new. I think that pretty much says it all.
It's like, what was those Timex slogan? Takes a licking and keeps on ticking or something like that.
Yeah,
they're just awesome. I mean, again, I hate to it's not like these guys are paying me money to do this or anything else. I just love your products. They're just, you could tell they're built. Love it. Ian, anything else you'd like to add before we end here?
Just to say that it's once again, it's a real pleasure to be able to talk to you, Kevin, and we appreciate you getting up at 3 a.m. To talk to us. And I'm going now because I want to go and get my dinner.
Yeah, that's why I have that cup of coffee. Madison, sir.
We only ever talk to you really early.
Oh yeah.
One more thing. So
yes,
guys, please join our user group, Facebook user group, because we love to listen to you guys. Any ideas that you have or you want us to make, I don't know, pancake makers or whatever you want us to make, let us know. So we would love to listen to you guys, and any accessories actually you want to work with the Nano, let us know. Yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm putting on there. I just joined the Facebook group. I'm going to say I want a pancake maker.
Pancake.
Perfect.
Awesome. Well, don't forget to check this out. By the time you see this, the Nano Slider will have released. Don't forget to join the Facebook group. Don't forget that apparently I got a really cool code that gives you 10% off over at the iFootage site, which saves you about $50, and you get entered in a giveaway, which means that you have a potential to get the thing for free, and they just give you your money back. Well done. I saw this 2 years ago at NAB, and I'm just impressed. Ian, thank you for joining me. Mads, thanks for joining us. Check out the videos, check out the site and everything else. I really, really appreciate, and we'll see y'all next time.